Hello everybody, this is Solartiger with a wind power video. Today is Wednesday the 15th of October, and today my wind turbine finally arrived. I have been busy, as you can see, assembling the wind turbine and checking it over, and I'll just show you. This is the wind turbine. It's lying on its side, because this is the mounting pole. It will go inside the mast. It is a it will fit in a 1-inch diameter mast, I believe, and this cable is run down the inside of the mast. It's the cable that carries the power generated by the windmill. Since I had the windmill today, I've been putting it together. The first thing I've done is I'm giving it a coat of paint. The blades were odd colours, since the seller said he had to change some of the blades, and the replacement blades were a different colour. They are the same blades, but they were just different coloured. Okay, as this wind turbine came from a boat, it was used to charge batteries on board a boat. There was some corrosion from being in the marine environment, so I've been wire brushing it away with a wire brush and giving it a coat of paint. This is the fan of the windmill, and the big nut there in the centre holds the fan assembly onto the main axle. The axle goes through the bearing, as you can see, so you can adjust the amount of movement by tightening the nut. You want to tighten the nut so that the blades spin freely but without any wobble. This is a nylon nut. There's a nylon insert inside the nut so that it won't come undone. Normally the fan would have a cap on it. This is the cap that goes on it. It would go on there, but I'm working out how to attach it, because at the moment it doesn't stay on, so I'm working on that. Okay, also I noticed that there's a small crack in here that I'm going to stick some epoxy glue in, just so that nothing comes of it. So I'm just giving the unit a coat of paint, as you can see. I haven't painted the tail of it yet, but I'm just assembling it together. I hooked it up to this small 10-watt light bulb, and I spun the fan rather quickly by hand, and the bulb glowed dimly, but I couldn't turn it very fast, so I was just testing that there was an output from the windmill. I have found that this is a 2-wire windmill, but it produces an alternating current, so there's just 2 wires and it has AC output, so you would have to feed that through a bridge rectifier to produce DC current. I have a bridge rectifier here. There's this item here. This is just a high powered one, it's like for the heatsink. There are 4 leads on it, 2 for where you feed in the AC, and 2 leads where there's a positive and a negative output on the DC side. Okay. This battery here is just being used as a weight to hold the turbine down. This is a scrap battery, it does not hold any charge, but I'm just using it here to hold the windmill in position. So here is the windmill. It's a 12 volt 50 watt windmill made by a company called WASP, W-A-S-P. I searched a lot on the internet and I could not find much about it. So when I was reading about it, I compared it to a similar turbine, the Rutland 904, which is also a 50 watt turbine. So I've just been following the instructions that I found on the manufacturer's website for the Rutland 504, as it is a similar turbine, it's similar rating of turbine. So here is the turbine. At long last it arrived today. I will be testing it out on the weekend. I will be looking for a 1-inch mast for it to go on, and I will be testing it out. Okay. I will be also looking out for a wind charge controller. I'm not sure yet if I will buy one or try and make one, but only time will tell. So here is the new wind turbine. Well, new for me. This is not a new unit by any stretch of the imagination. It's cost me approximately £60. A new unit would cost £300 to £500, and I just don't have that budget. So I bought this second-hand unit off of eBay. It took a while to arrive as it has to travel all the way from Ireland, but here it is. And as I said, I will be trying to put it up on the weekend and see how it goes. So this is Solartiger with the first video on the new wind turbine. So thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.